this is Eric Worre, and welcome to NetworkMarketingPro.com. And I will tell you, after having had the question and answer series from last week, I missed you. It was fun putting those shows up and letting you see kind of some questions and answers from a live event, but I missed the daily interaction, the ability to talk to you about what I think are important topics. And one of the things that kind of came to me over the course of the last couple days is many of you don't really know my story, don't know, what's happened with me inside of the profession, what's happened with me financially. And a lot of people involved in my company, the company that I work with today, they know my story because I've told them my story. But I feel like maybe for some of you that are involved with many different companies around the world, you might not. So in kind of the spirit of being completely authentic and transparent, I want to share with you where I've been, where I've come from, where I am today, and what this profession has done for me. I started off in this profession when I was 22 years old. I had 18 jobs before I got involved inside of the profession of network marketing, and obviously I had no credibility, not a lot of success. And I will tell you, like so many people, I struggled for the first 2 or 3 years. And I will tell you, so many of the top earners that I know struggled for the first 2 or 3 years trying to crack the code, trying to figure out how do you make a career out of this? How do you actually get duplication to happen in your organizations? I literally, in my first 3 years, rebuilt my organization about 6 or 7 times from scratch. I'd build it up, it'd fall apart, I'd build it up, it'd fall apart. And I did that 6 or 7 times, learning the skills. And then I started to figure out some of the duplication elements of our business and started to make a little bit more money. And in 1992, I ended up, the original company I was with kind of hit a wall, and in 1992 I switched to another company with a group of people that I had worked with before, and that was my first big hit. I mean, I got involved with a company fairly early stage, and man, it was amazing what happened. I was the same person, but I was really able to kind of leverage the skills that I knew into that opportunity, and I made some good money. And from there, I became one of their top distributors. And then I was asked to come in and be president of the company. And the company was doing about $200 million a year in sales. I was about 30 years old. And it was, exciting stuff to be able to work as president of a company. It, gave me all this ego, stroked my ego. And it was pretty cool until the CEO and myself realized that the owners of the company were crooks, and we walked out. We left in 1994. We resigned and said, look, either you change your practices or we're going to leave. And they said, well, we're not changing, and we left. And we ended up starting our own company in 1994, late 1994, called TPN, the People's Network. And that was a personal development network marketing company. And personal development was and still is just a huge passion of mine. And it was just one of the most incredible experiences to be co-founder and president of that company. And we grew it up, and it was just amazing. We had a 24-hour-a-day personal development television channel from 1994 until 1998. And during the latter period of that time, one of the vendors that actually carried our satellite broadcaster across North America went out of business, and it really crushed our business model. And we were fortunate. A company came along, another network marketing company by the name of Prepaid Legal Services came along, and they purchased our company, and all of our distributors moved over to that company. And so I went from low-level distributor to medium-level distributor to high-level distributor to president of somebody else's company to co-founder and president of my own company. And then we sold that company, and then I became a consultant to the industry. And I did that for about 5 years. And until 2003, that consulting contract kind of ended abruptly, and I ended up starting another personal development company called Better Life Media. We raised about $9.5 million. You know, a good portion of that mine, you know, the money that I put in, the dollars that I put in, and we couldn't make it work. We tried and couldn't make it work, and it failed. And along the way, I will tell you, here's one of the things that happened to me. In 2001, I had a stock portfolio that was worth about $9 million. I was making about $1 million a year as a consultant, and I will tell you, life was pretty good. And within the space of 90 days, a series of circumstances on one side and a series of bad financial decisions on my side wiped that entire portfolio out. Went from 9 million to 0 in 90 days. Everything that I worked for during that whole period of time. And then when I took my last, you know, dollars that I had and I put it into Better Life Media, hoping that that was going to be the big play that was going to be able to take me back where I wanted to be, and it didn't work. It was not only devastating, but I found myself in early 2005 not only without an income and without a company, but about $2 million personally in debt. So that's where I was 4 years ago when I said, you know what, look, here's all the things that I've done. I've been low level, medium level, high level distributor. I've been president of somebody else's company, co-founder and president of my own company, consultant, big shot, and then CEO of my own non-network marketing company, you know, following this career path. And I looked at, you know, look, number one, I need to be able to make some money. Number two, where has the lifestyle been in all of these different arenas? And you know what the lifestyle was? The lifestyle is trying to be and working hard at being a top-level distributor for a company that has a chance to be able to be a long-term player. So that's when I looked at everything. What could I do in order to be able to take what I had? And what are the lessons that I learned through this 20-year experience? The first lesson that I learned is the skills were my most valuable asset. It wasn't my stock portfolio. It wasn't my contacts. It was my skills. It was the things that I learned how to do, having seen this profession from all these different angles. Number two, the lesson that I learned is I am not a good financial manager. I'm not good at managing finances. I will tell you this. Here's what I can show you how to do. I can show you how to create cash flow. What you do with that cash flow is up to you. You know, that's your decision to make. Today, what I'm trying to learn now is learning from the past and trying to make better financial decisions today. But I'll tell you this, I mean, yes, today I enjoy $1 million a year income and have for a few years now. In residual income from this network marketing profession. But does that mean I'm a millionaire? I'm a multimillionaire? Some people say, oh, Eric, where he's a multimillionaire. No, I'm not. I started 4 years ago with $2 million in debt, which means I need to make $4 million in order to be able to pay the taxes and pay the $2 million off. So, do I have, you know, total financial independence today? The answer is no. But here's what I have. I have cash flow. I have cash flow. I have the ability to earn over $100,000 a month, every month, to be able to take care of the obligations that, you know, I could have filed bankruptcy 4 or 5 years ago, and I decided not to do that. No, I was just going to take care of the people that I needed to take care of. So, look, why do I tell you all that? Number one, I want you to know that I'm not Mr. Perfect that has, you know, gone straight up and made every smart decision in the world. What I am is a guy who learned some skills inside of network marketing, who had his ups and downs and learned from those ups and downs, and has, at the end of the day, found a place to be able to enjoy my life, to be able to have lifestyle, to be able to enjoy what I do, to be able to earn the kind of money that can take me from the situation that I was in 4 years ago into a place where I can see light at the end of the tunnel. Not only that, but a lot of light at the end of the tunnel. So one of the things I would say to you is, how many people do you know that really need to make something happen? 4 years ago, I needed to make something happen. Good thing for me, I had the skills and the belief inside of network marketing in order to be able to really go after this in a big way. And my biggest story is yet to be told. I'm going to continue to make, I'm going to continue to earn more. I'm going to continue to learn more. I'm going to continue to grow more. That's what I'm going to do. So I don't know what your situation is, but I will tell you, if you're less than $2 million in personal debt, you're better off than I was 4 years ago. So 4 years later, and actually much less than that, I created an income that can be able to kind of give me a path. So why do I say all this? I want you to know I've struggled, I've learned, I'm growing, I'm continuing to grow. One thing, the reason why I talked to you about network marketing is because I know this cold. I know this like, you know, a few people in the world. I know it really, really well. I've seen it from the distributor standpoint, you know, where I've had people no-show and I've had people blow apart and I've had groups fall apart and all these different things. I've seen it at a high level. I've seen it as running a company for somebody else. I've seen it as founding and running my own company. I've seen it from all these different angles. So I will just tell you, the best place to be, the only place to be inside of this profession is deciding to become a network marketing professional and developing the skills, because the skills will give you ultimate security, something that most people don't have. If you have skills inside of this profession, you literally can write your own paycheck. So that's my hope for you. My hope is that you decide to become a network marketing professional, that you decide to go pro. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. We're going to have a great week of shows this week. I'm glad to be back, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.